What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni, and welcome to the new gameplay video right here with a funny Christmas skirmish that is right now going on. And while you're watching this, I'm gonna use the time to explain to you and introduce the new upcoming Chinese robot pack with 3 new robots, the Dragon Pack. Now, I wasn't surprised to hear that a Chinese robot pack would be called Dragon Pack or something, because dragons are a powerful symbol in their culture. What I was surprised to hear about is that there are already 3 new robots being tested. Like, I was like, hey, wait a minute, dude, we just got Ares, Nemesis, Hades. What is going on right here? Already 3 new robots? And then I was told that they're only scheduled for the end of January or something. They're already tested tomorrow in the gameplay test server video. So, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing this. You get also notified and see those gameplay videos then. So we're testing them tomorrow, but they're like for the end of January or something. But I still find this very early, and I don't know, I'm a little bit stumped and overwhelmed about this, probably just as much as you are, guys, but I still want to use the opportunity to at least introduce them to you guys and show you the stats and ideas behind these robots, so you can maybe it helps you out, you make a good decision, right? Maybe you can save up your silver and not spend it on the Hades or Nemesis or Ares if you feel like this is what what you want to wait for, rather. I mean, maybe this is giving you some help and some tactical decision making here when it comes to your silver spending. So I guess it does make sense to give you the early information as early as possible. And to be honest, I already read the new robots, and I'm probably still a little bit more afraid of the Ares than those. But let's introduce them. Stop the blah 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 and get to it, okay? So the first one is called the Alcuin. It's the white robot. There's going to be a white, a red, and a green robot, okay? So the white one is the first one, the Alcuin. It's a massive and tough flying dragon with a stealth system. Like any true dragon, prefers to burn its enemies with fire. That's the description of the robot. So, flying, stealth, flaming. Okay, those 3 things, I can gather them for you. Ability is the Dragon Breath. And robot takes off and activates the built-in flamethrower and stealth system. Flamethrower automatically attack a chosen target and have a chance to inflict dot damage. So the 4th thing is a possible damage over time effect that you can do on your enemy as well, similar to corrosion. Alright, so that's a lot of abilities in one. I think the fact that there's a stealth system is because they saw what happens to the hover. As soon as the hover uses its ability, everyone on the battlefield will see the hover up in the mid-air, and everybody shoots them down right away. So I think that's probably why they decided to give it a stealth system. I can kind of understand that part. Flamethrower built in, so it seems like new robots now start to have built-in weapons all the time. Okay, and dot damage because it flames you. Alright, so level 8 stats and options, it has 2 heavy slots. So it will be the first robot in the game that can stealth and have more than 1 heavy weapon slot, pretty much, right? So Thunder, which, by the way, where's the Thunder upgrade, Pixonic? Haven't you been testing the Thunder buff? Where is it? Why is it back to normal? The Thunder was something that needed a buff desperately. Why did it go back to? I don't understand. Please buff the Thunder, by the way. And it still needs it a lot. And yeah, so 2 heavy weapon slots. Durability 138,700. That's because it says it's the massive and tough flying robot. So it's the stronger one with almost 140,000 health at level 8. 49 kph. Holy moly, that is fast for a heavy robot. And dude, ability down duration 8 seconds of flight time, and during these 8 seconds it will fly with 83 kph. It will fly with 83 kph, a massive heavy fortress robot flying at 83 kph with a built-in flamethrower that activates and automatically targets enemies and does 365 damage per tick. Whatever the heck that means, because, you know, similar to an Ember, I would say, it ticks multiple times per second, so it'll do maybe similar to Ember, I would say, just as an educated guess. And the dot effect will be 4% of the inflicted damage, so if you do 100,000 damage, you will do additional 4,000 with a damage over time for the next 5 seconds. That's not really counting in as a lot of damage. Flamethrower range 350 meters, same as Ember has as well. So the thing is that this is a fast fortress, and here's my feedback already, Pixonic. It's a fast fortress robot that has 2 heavy weapons and can even fly at 83 kph, okay? Knowing that, I think between the flights, it should be a slow fortress robot with not 48, but maybe maximum 39. Not 49, but 39 kph. 10 kph less, because the robot has a very mobile ability already. Let it walk at least slow as a heavy robot, which it should, I guess. That's just my idea right now, or my first impression. Let's go to the next one. This was the white robot, okay? So, tomorrow we're gonna see more about it. The Alcuin, that was the Alcuin. Now, the Alcuin is the red robot. And yeah, it will be an all-purpose flying robot dragon. Great both in defense and attack. Soars into the air and strikes enemy with its energy charges. Okay. Also built-in weapon. Also flying, but no stealth ability and no other ability within the flight so far. Okay. Except for the weapons, of course. Level 8. 4 light weapon slots. Durability 110,800. 59 kph. So even 10 kph more than the previous heavy one, but less HP, of course. Then we have ability duration, also 8 seconds. They all fly for 8 seconds. Flight speed here is 71 kph, so slower than the heavy version was. 10 kph slower, pretty much. Wow. All right, or not 10, but actually 8. So that, okay. Energy damage is 12 slower. 12 kph slower than the other one. Now, the energy damage is 3,400 damage per charge per second. So it fires 1 charge every second and it flies for 8 seconds. That makes 8 charges of around 2,700 damage overall, I would say. So at level 8. Keep in mind, level 9 should probably make them 1 step faster also. And yeah, so obviously also the weapon damage will increase with leveling up. That's the red one, the so-called Alcuin. It reminds me a bit of the Ares, because it has a built-in energy weapon that will probably bypass energy shields. And it has 600 meters range on this weapon, by the way. 600 meters? It's even 100 more than the Ares have. Where I'm already saying the Ares needs to lose its weapon range because it makes it too strong having this. Yeah, well, here's 600 meters. That's even more, but it only has 4 light weapon slots. And no stealth and no resistance or anything during flight, so it can be shot down relatively fast. Maybe you're gonna use this more as a long-range robot with 600-meter weapons and 4 light weapons, maybe having Gecko on it or something like this. I guess this could be one of the options you could run this, or maybe as a short-range brawler with Gust. But then you get shot down very quickly because you have no stealth and no resistance. Interesting. Okay, let's go further to the next one. It's the Alcuin. It's the green one now. And a fast, well-armed flying dragon robot possesses a defense system and a built-in missile launcher. Ability is Dragon Fangs, not Fangs Out like the Falcon has. Dragon Fangs. Robot soars into the air and activate built-in launcher and defense system, reducing all incoming damage for the duration of the flight. Homing missiles automatically attack the selected targets. Okay, so we have an automated weapon that aims and fires automatically at your target, and you get a flight. You fly for 8 seconds, and you have a damage resistance. So unlike the Falcon that drops the resistance during flight, this guy gets the resistance during flight and has no resistance when it's not using the ability. At level 8, it will have 3 medium weapon slots, same firepower as Bulwark and Haichi have. Bulgazari and Haichi have, for example. We have durability only 95,000, so it's the weakest of those robots. It has the lowest amount of health. And speed 54 kph, so between the first and the second one when it comes to speed. Flight duration also 8 seconds, and flight speed is 65 kph, so the slowest flight speed. And damage per... And here comes the interesting and crazy part. Damage, 775 damage per rocket, and there's 48 rockets being fired. Homing rockets that will automatically target and hit. So maybe like Hydras do or something like this. And that equals around 37,000 damage, by the way, at level 8. That's a lot of damage for just a built-in weapon that automatically homes in on your enemy. But of course, keep in mind, probably no splash damage, I think. So if it's like Hydra, then physical shield will block the damage and energy shields will block the damage. So maybe this is why it gets a little bit more damage output. It has 500 meters range on this weapon. So the first one had the flamethrower with 350, the second one had 600 meter with the energy version, and the third one here has 500 meters range, and damage resistance is 66%. So during your flight, you have a 66% damage resistance, similar to what the Falcon has. All right, so yeah, you are not getting shot down super quick, but when you land and we're outside of your ability, then you only have 95,000 HP, and you get a very quick kill. However, you have 3 medium slots, and I'm worried about this because let's consider this. You have a long-range auto-targeting rockets like Hydras already on the robot doing a lot of damage, and then you have 3 medium robot slots, a weapon slot, that give you the ability to carry 3 Hydras on top of that. So I think this is going to be a very trollish robot. Maybe not exactly the guy that runs around one hit kills everything, but it's going to be a very hard to catch one, flying all the way back there, just sending rockets all the time. And I think this is going to be very annoying to be shot at by this guy. I think the Ares is still more dangerous than this one here. I would probably compare the Ares to the second one more, the Alcuin, the red one with the energy weapons. Although the Ares does a lot more damage with its built-in weapons and has 2 medium and 2 light weapons on top of that. So the Ares may actually be the more dangerous enemy still, because it has the protection ability that also protects them from all kinds of damage. And but still, flying is something they all have. They have a built-in weapon, all of them. One has stealth, one has resistance instead of stealth, and the other one has neither. And yeah, so crazy. Those are the 3 new robots. Very important additional information. The red and green are still in development. So the second and third one are still in development. So they use replacement models. The model isn't really the right model. It will be still modeled and designed. It's not done yet. And the stats are not final, obviously, because this is a test server. We're testing them. And if you guys give certain feedback, so maybe you also, like I do here, saying that you're really worried about the Alcuin being the third one in green, being able to hit enemies like with these homing rockets and utilize Hydra on top of that. That might be a really crazy thing. Or like I did here before with saying that I think the Alcuin should be a lot slower as a heavy, tough, massive, tough robot, as they say it's described as. Then between the flight, at least it should walk slower. That is my feedback already before I even have seen them. But tomorrow we will see them, so yeah, this is one of the things that we need to see tomorrow. The red one can be played only in the skirmish. That's also very important for you to know. If you want to test the Alcuin, the middle one with the energy weapons, then you have to play the skirmish tomorrow, because this is where you're going to be playing that one. And yeah, so like I said, the robots are due to arrive somewhere near the end of January, I believe. So it's still quite a bit time away. If you guys think, you know what, I find the Ares more interesting, you can still go for the Ares. Or maybe you say, hey man, that last one, that trollish Alcuin, that sounds like what I want to use. And then you can bunch up a bunch of silver and save it. So I think it makes sense to know this early, and I wish we much more often knew these things more early, right? So that's this thing, and I can already hear you guys saying, hey man, new content already when I get this is already there and outdates the other one. To me personally, let me just say my opinion right there on new content. I think new content is never really a problem, or can't be enough, as long as, and that's my condition, as long as it's balanced right. If it's well dialed in terms of balancing, then I can never have enough balancing, because at the end of the day, it's just options for you to play around with and find your own playstyle, and that's always okay to me. I have the problem with when it's like the Spectre, right? The Spectre was one of those examples. If you didn't have it, well, you lost. Simple as that. And that was really problematic and wrong in my opinion. And then they brought the rebalance that brought the Bulwark back up. Even the Lancelot got really good in certain cases. Then we have the Spectre in option. The Inquisitor is good again. The Mercury is good, and the Pursuer. And now we have a large range of robots that are really viable and interesting at the same time. And I think that's why they're doing so much content right now, because they have found a way to make them all relevant and interesting, and not let one robot overrun the entire battlefield anymore like they did it with the Spectre. And that, in my opinion, was really, really wrong. And I said that from the beginning till the very end, still always. And yeah, so if it's really so that these robots are well fit in to the balancing, then I have no problem with the new options being made available. And that's the most important part. I'm hoping there will be rightly balanced. And that's what we're testing them for. So let's go have some testing time tomorrow, run them, and see what we need to improve or, or whatever, what we need to get feedback on those robots, right? So I'm gonna leave it as that. It's already long enough, this video. Jeez. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me. You guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye-bye.